Ooh, sis, you know what time it is. This is our weekly fashion segment here at Race Chaser with our very special correspondent, the leggy and muggy Naomi Smalls.
It's me in the flesh, season 17, episode 4. It's time for the Runway Rundown.
Race Chaser. Work the runway, sweetie.
I'm a drag queen.
Dragonfly.
Drag queen, queen of drag.
A drag queen fly. Now, we have to start with RuPaul because she is the first diva we see walk down the runway. Ladies?
Well, I personally feel like this pattern and print is daytime, as is the knee-high slit. Those are my problems.
This is a daytime look. Like, it is giving, like, shopping at Target.
Dots.
Or, like, shopping at Walmart.
Dee Dee's discounts
kind of
with Luscious.
The dress you throw on, it's summer, so it's like, okay, like, I want to be comfortable. But it's like, I'm throwing this on so I can just go out to the store. That's what this is giving to me. The jeweled beaded tassels seem like an afterthought that they're like, we have to dress this up somehow.
It's Jewel Sparkles, not Jewel's tassels.
And also, the way that it's cutting from below her waist is giving like crossy tees when you put on like a dress that have no hip pads on.
Frumpa
and
dump.
It just sort of goes straight down.
She's hiding her waist. At least she has her shoulder out, because I like having my shoulder out. That's where the guys know. You pull your shirt down over your shoulder and you're instantly, oh, I'm in drag, you know? If you have your shoulder out, drag, honey.
Yeah, I actually,
Oh, there you go. Call the trade.
I actually think that if this did have an asymmetrical neckline and then like had an asymmetrical like leg slit on the opposite side, I think that this would take it a lot more evening. I understand that how this pattern, this print definitely gives like brunch, like going to brunch as a patron. I do enjoy the styling of the black nails.
As a patron!
Mom plus gold. I do enjoy the black drippy earrings with the black nail, the black accessories. I actually do like the little like black little rhinestone tassel-y things. It makes it a little bit more like the 5 p.m. seating of brunch instead of the 12 p.m.
Yes.
I love the dimensional blonde though. I think that is like, it's been a minute since we've seen her in like a dimensional blonde, and I like that.
I feel like if we Ashley Madison'd her, it would be, I would say off the shoulder it, so some asymmetry, slit higher and pick a side, and then a black tasseled rope belt with some hanging down to go with the other tassels, and then a fuck me nail. Like, girls, put on some fuck me nails.
Not black.
Yeah.
Fuck me nails.
Exactly.
Recuse yourself.
Michelle Visage looks beautiful. She's giving like outer space grand dame. Carson is there and Julia Schlaepfer is there.
Wait, okay. Michelle, I love this dress, love this hair. I don't think the hair goes with the dress, but it's a beautiful head job, Tony. We love his vintage touch.
Yeah, the hair is giving 40s and the outfit is giving
70s.
Like 20, 40 or 20, you know?
Yeah,
like
I love this dress.
futuristic.
I would wear it so much and so hard. I did not look up who this Julia Schlaepfer is. I don't, and then I still didn't Google it because I just wanted to be surprised, and I was hoping someone else would know who the this girl is. Who is she? Does she sing? Does she just have fluffy tits? She could be Carson's daughter.
I thought she was doing like a fembot look. Is that? But then I saw that it's not chiffon on the bottom, and there's no like bullets coming out of the nipples. So.
And why is her hair so flat?
Yeah.
You're a judge on Drag Race. Put in a pop it on, or I don't know who the she is. At least she's not Meghan Trainor.
There's a problem when your nose has more projection than the volume of your hair.
Yeah.
She's an actor. She's on a show called 1923.
Is she?
I've never heard of it. I just Googled it.
Well, I refuse to. Look at my nails. How can I Google?
Into the divas. Let's get into the divas. The runway category is called Quilted for Your Pleasure. So first up is Lydia B. Collins.
She's a cat lady, right? That's what she said?
She says she's the couch the cat lady likes her cat piss on.
Oh.
Well,
It gives that.
This definitely isn't an all-form couch. The people at Helix would never.
We don't do ads for them anymore.
We do ads for their parent company.
I feel like this probably had a lot of detail in person, and like in the photos when you zoom in, it looks like there's all these gorgeous prints that are together. This like muted doily type of color range is really hard to do on the runway.
Yeah. With all these little details. You can see on the zoom, and she has stones on there, some kind of Ursula tentacle around her eye. For me, it's giving Crystal Method Bed Bath Beyond.
It reminds me a little bit of when Abora did Drag Queen of the Year. She had a quilted gown that was made of that was sort of like a perverse monster version of like a child's bed blanket.
Yeah, it looked like a
that
daycare.
Is like this. That's the sort of like Pokemon evolution of like this would be an earlier evolution of it. I get it. I also agree. I don't love this type of material anywhere because I can like smell it like through the TV. It reminds me of just like
Goodwill.
But that's what she was going for. She was going for like the Cat Piss Express.
What is it? And then she has toilet paper coming out the back or dolphins. What the is that? Is that a dolphin?
I think they're like little. Oh yeah, they're like little plushy.
I see a dolphin. Do you see a dolphin?
Cats on there, but the cats are. It's just scale. Those cats are so small in comparison to the.
It's a small
lip.
pussy.
Yeah.
It's very
bussy since she's butthole.
Oh.
It's bussy.
This is is she referencing a mandatory meeting with her famed cat caught the cradle look? Remember that?
Is that the bearded one?
Oh, I don't know.
The blue beard.
I'm not sure.
Well, anyway, next up is Lana Geray giving a multicolorful fantasy.
Oh, and Untucked, you get up into the eye. She did this rainbow eye. This Matthew hair is very cute with the pom-pom and then the fringe. It's hard to observe the details of the quilting. I feel like if every quilt had a stone, like a little in between it, it could be more evident. But she followed the docket. She looks cute, and I'd wear it.
Yeah. The detail is definitely hard to get into. I don't know what it is about this whole quilting, the thread being such a factor of this runway, but it has gotten lost, I think, on a lot of the queens.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily I don't think my brain would have necessarily gone to this for Lana for this category. I just wanted her to like walk out and like
off the shoulder, just left off of her with like a little quilty thing.
Just like a little like mini dress off the shoulder, yes, and just like a quilted like Chanel looking bag. I would have been like happy at that. And I would like Lana is kind of the only queen here who can really give fashion, and I feel like that would have just like ate these hoes
or
up.
like Fifi's Balmain quilted dress, like something like quilty, or like a girl to rip off a skirt and then have like a giant maxi pad under some panties so it's sticking out and you can see the quilts. Like gag those people and let these people know that there's nothing wrong with talking about tampons or showing them. You know, because most of our audience is women.
You were sitting
Didn't they edit around somebody?
They made Manila not wear her tampon dress for the padding runway. That was what I'm still complaining about from 8 years ago. You know Manila, right?
Yeah,
we've met.
Yeah,
I was there.
And Mimi I'm First did an abortion dress, and they didn't show that.
That was all of her
screen.
outfits.
Okay.
But I do love this hair.
Yeah.
I think Lana, the number one thing I love about this look is the hair. Miss Vanity hooked you up.
Totally.
Is this a Vanity?
Not Vanity.
Different Vanity.
Different Vanity.
See the back of this. You can see some quilting as she walks away. There's definitely lots of quilting.
It's quilted, To me, these are such small pieces of quilted things that it appears like it's like napkin size or something. Like for quilted, I would like it to evoke at least like there's a blanket involved somewhere.
You want Cleve
that
Jones
some
and
of the
someone
other
crying
girls
on the
did.
lawn.
Yeah. You have to
Because
go
it
with
is
the bed
technically
theme.
quilted, but I mean, just because it's quilted doesn't mean it's giving like quilt.
Yeah. It's quilted equator, not quilted northern.
Yeah,
It's
she
that
looks cool
fine
though.
line of the Drag Race runway of being literal or like knocking you
Right.
over the head with like a punchline.
Some of the
Right.
girls are shitteral because we're on Joella next, and this is one of the most atrocious runways I've ever seen. RuPaul's contour? No. And this
What's
looks
wrong
like
with her contour?
that nose is not the Raven nose of now with the exclamation point dot.
That nose.
That wasn't a compliment. Yeah, this is, and it looks like a bare mattress. It doesn't give me like quilted opulence, like something that, you know, Marie Antoinette would wake up out of and just like roll. This doesn't feel nice.
Back to Marie Antoinette. Here
Sorry.
we go again.
You know, I just want
I
an
love
opulent
it.
bed.
I think it's genius. I think it's show-stopping. I think it's brilliant.
Do you think the hole should
I
be
think
bigger?
I think it's viral. I think it's perfect in its imperfection. I love everything about this. Being a memorable moment on Drag Race is harder and harder these days. And Joella has given us week after week memorable, quotable. Like, we will never forget who the this person is because she is just going for it. Whether it's right or whether it's strong and wrong, she really went for it. And she said, I'm a quilt. I wasn't expecting a mural of RuPaul on the back. I was expecting like what it would look like if you were like face down on a bed and like your hair is all out and you, like a body that's like this, like sprawled out on it. That would have been like playful and fun.
No, this is like the perfect look to have that like kind of almost what Gottmik did on All Stars, where she like turned around and her and like lingerie kind of moment was out. Back to what you said about like her being face down on the mattress, like Kim K for CR Fashion Book would have been. I love the boldness, the campness, the
Getting cold in here.
determination of doing this.
What the hell is that?
Oh, cold.
It's upside down.
Who just puts themselves on a quilt? Which way?
Keep going. One more.
One more again.
There you go.
Quilted, honey.
This is available at Drag Queen merch. It's what RuPaul said to me. I don't with you. It's beautiful.
Wow.
Love.
Ugh. Pussy. See, that's how.
That could have been the back. That could have been the back end of Joella's look.
No, the hole would have been bigger.
Yeah, I do
Well.
think that's like the main note is bigger hole.
We've never had that
And-
note here before.
Sheer back. I don't think the whole like the pandering to Rue for this
Yeah.
look was the look to choose for it.
I was going to do bigger back sheer hole
Mm.
so they could see it, but they know it's just so.
I
it's there.
actually wish I could live in a world before I heard the term big back. Like
Big
I
back,
actually,
big back.
because now every single time I go to like grab something sweet from my fridge at 2 a.m., that's all I think about.
LSS, little something sweet.
Yeah, I just
Yeah.
a hankering for something sweet.
You know, sleep is so important to living a healthy and happy life. I know if I don't get enough sleep or enough good sleep, it has a huge effect on my mood, my energy, and my voice. I can't sing if I don't sleep.
That's tea, and that's why we love our Helix mattresses. I get great sleep on my Helix.
I've really been missing all my Helixes while I've been on tour.
It's true. It's like adjusting to a completely different like sleep scenario every time you go to a different hotel. It's a thing.
It is.
So that's why we love our Helixes. I know you've had yours for years at this point.
I've had at least one Helix in every home that I've been in for a long time, and the mattresses still feel like new. There's never a divot. You don't have to flip them like that. It's so wonderful.
They're so very comfortable. And Helix is great because you take a quiz and based on your answers, you can find the best mattress match for you.
And they have tons of different models to choose from. So if you're a side sleeper or a back sleeper, or if you run hot when you sleep, they've got something just for you.
And before getting my Helix, I had never ordered a mattress online and had it shipped straight to my door. So I loved having a whole mattress delivered to me. It's a fun experience. And all I had to do was take it out of the box. Zip, zap, zop, mattress.
So if you need to upgrade that old lumpy mattress, get a Helix.
Go to helixsleep.com/drag for 20% off site-wide, plus 2 free dream pillows with mattress purchase.
That's helixsleep.com/drag for 20% off site-wide, plus 2 free dream pillows with mattress purchase.
helixsleep.com/drag. Next up is Ariete.
Ariete is giving Richard Quinn background extra in Fifth Element. It's not quilted. It's a quilt-ish pattern, but it is not quilted. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, where is the quilting in this look?
The pattern, I think she's calling that quilted because of the origami. If this was a bigger print and read more quilty instead of patterny, it would have worked. But for me, it's not. It didn't fit the docket. The fashion police are coming for her right now, actually.
The look, though, is stunning. Like, the look is gorgeous,
Yeah.
so detailed. The black ear with the nude ear and the splatter and, like, the half hair. I've never seen that hair
The
done
collar
before.
to the hair to the other hair, the geometry of this is beautiful. It's like sacred geometry. The one black ear, the other flesh color ear, the Richard Quinn of it all.
It's so good.
I'm not mad. I don't like this. I wish it was like more quilty.
Yeah, I would.
Yeah. I feel like she looks very and if they were trying to give her a safe edit or a high edit, they would have just glossed over the fact that it's not super quilty, but because they wanted to kind of, give her a shock a little bit, I think that's why they went in on it. But I mean, she looks cunt, and you can't take that away from the doll. And I like her Avatar makeup.
Her makeup is...
I don't think she looks like Cats. I think she looks like Avatar.
She is the best makeup artist in this entire cast. 1,000%.
Say that.
Her makeup and, like, person, the word I would use is, like, crisp. Like, the air is crisp, the mug is crisp, everything is just, like, perfect. So...
Crisparella.
She is the wrong girl to come for about her makeup.
Right.
I was gonna
Next
try to
up
do
is
one today,
Jules.
but we don't have enough time.
we should actually try
Next-
One of
doing
these
that
days.
one day.
Yeah.
Next up is Jules Long Beach Sparkles. She
The eye in this, she caught something from Gia, I think. She painted at Gia's house today.
Oh, does she have Wong?
Look at that picture, girl.
She does have a bit of a this. Huh.
Well,
It's
yeah,
in both of those stills I pulled.
yeah, because that's how the lash got placed. If your lash placement isn't symmetrical, like my eyebrows are symmetrical to each other, but not my face when I place them. Because if I drew them in the same spot on each side, it wouldn't be right. And her lash clearly decided to go out, and this one is going more up.
Yeah.
That's why you got to push.
I feel like there's like probably some aftermath of these like little like tendril bang.
Oh yeah,
Like-
that probably
Right.
weighed it down and gave her the wonk on that side. Now that you're talking
Like
about
just
that,
too much pressure. You know when like there's pressure against your lash and you can't even feel it.
Mm-hmm. But it changes
Yeah.
everything.
Mhm.
This look for me, it didn't like scream quilting at me. It really gave me like one of the queens from Six. Shout out to Shawnee. Hey Shawnee. But yeah, it's very like medieval. Like I'm gonna sing about being a wife.
Yeah, this is something that it's taken me a minute to figure out too. I'm not a ginger. As much as I want to like dip into the toes of Tyra Banks and all that jazz, I'm just not a ginger. I don't know if Jules is necessarily a ginger as well.
She's given us a lot of variety though. She's given us a
Yes.
lot of different looks
And
so far.
I understand when you're at Drag Race, you want to be like, I can do everything, you know? But I feel like she just looks so cunt in black hair. I love the way that she alters her makeup when she does it with like that ash blonde.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, I think she looks like a Power Ranger villain.
Very.
And
Make my monster grow.
I am a sucker for, I don't want, like, to me, this isn't a look that you have your nipple pasties out for. So, like, I understand she's covering them up because I think the fit of this garment is just a little off.
It feels like it might have been off the rack because the torso is too short for a body that went through male puberty. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like men's bodies are longer in the trunk, and this is not long enough to cover what it should be covering.
I think we also could have done like it doesn't have to be a gladiator heel necessarily, but something with a little bit of length on that leg.
Yeah, like that Louboutin gladiator heel that Courtney always wears, but like in black. I would have loved something on the leg because it's a lot of bare leg. Like this is where you could like imagine a girl in quilted tights. Like a ski bunny.
I don't know that I want to imagine that. Like a Stay Puft?
A bare, like that much leg when it's like matte is tough to pull off with an office pump.
Office pump.
The office pump. I mean, I'm always the pump police, I feel like. Ooh, the pump. There's certain types of pump I do like. And I literally do Drag the Musical 8 shows a week, and I literally wear pumps.
Pumping around, no pad.
This is
all pump, no pad.
However, certain looks, you want like something different than that harmonizes with all of this like Renaissance-y kind of Queen Elizabeth kind of stuff going on.
Yeah. Speaking of harmonizing, Harmona Lisa is next. And
it's
a blanket. Go off.
I don't care if her one-handed mama made it with her foot. It gives me if you ate like a can of tuna on Wedgwood china. Like the pattern is just so day and country, and then the swirling of the cape is so grand. It's like the two don't meet up together for me. Like it's daytime print on an evening garment. Because if this coat was like a Duchess satin that was quilted, it would have been like, oh, wow, look at that quilting and beautiful. But for me, it's a nice quilt and it's a well-made thing. It just doesn't gag me. Does it fit the docket? Yes, fully. Does it gag? No.
Yes.
Vagioplasty? Yes. Tracheal shave? Yes.
The quilted, this is like exactly like kind of like what Monet did for the Dolly part in Runway on her season.
Coat of many colors, yeah.
Yeah, where like Patrick's mom did all the quilting. I understand the Dolly reference. Dolly Parton I've never seen in a hairstyle like this, which is my biggest, I think, issue with this.
She could have grabbed one of Acacia's wigs.
Yes, 1,000%.
Right.
1,000%.
Because this hair doesn't go with
croc.
Yeah, Dolly likes a little bit more like lived-in styling. I actually think that these colors pop so much better than like the Lydias and the Acacias of this runway. I think if she had like one of those like a panta booty type of thing in this like lavender color, it would have like just like edged this up a bit and like made it, or even maybe a different color since the lining is that lavender color.
I can
maybe
just
the
see
pink.
like where her tights and the body is when she's swirling.
It's really hard. I'm going to repeat it again. It's really hard to pull off a matte leg up to above your belly button, like it, and to a pump. It's just really hard to do that and like make it not look cartoonish.
Yeah. I don't think
It's
we'll have to
definitely
do
a quilt. Let's talk about who's up next, and let's talk about quilts. I mean, this is Crystal Envy coming through with the Runway.
This I love because even the hair echoes like those sewing tomatoes or apples that you put the pins in that you use a lot of in quilting because you have to pull them out as you go through to keep like the quilt pieces in place. This is excellent. I don't know any girl that wouldn't want to reference this for anything quilty or padded for the next runways. It's beautiful. As is my co-host. What do you think on this?
I love it. I love these colors together. I feel like this is an unexpected take on this color combination. This like nude next to the cherry red is very like 40s. And the look is definitely not that, but like all the detail work of the collar, stunning.
The seashell, like it's like a Venus being birthed around her face.
The snaps that they use.
Even
when
the
it's, like,
interior, I was
unsnapped,
just saying.
I was like gagged. It was like full Broadway like level.
The big Bianca Del
production.
Rio whoppers.
Yes.
That's what Bianca has on all of her costumes. These interior ones, when she opens, you see the 4 whoppers. Like the mitering, she's got pads. She's got quilting on her legs and arms as like.
There's your quilted legs, dear. That's what you were looking for.
Sure, yeah.
This is just 130% quilting, and the effort is clearly there. It's so beautiful. Props to whoever made this.
Love the like different color red little
Bobbles,
tomatoes
and
in
bits.
the hair too. That just like gives it such a nice little dimensional break, as well as that like white and black trim along the bottom. This is like
And she has a big old heel on too.
that's like goes right into the costume. Like it just everything just looks so custom. I mean, this is her first season. I can't even imagine what she would bring to All Stars because this is like an All Stars level look. But remember, girls, be nice to these PAs and let them steam your costumes because obviously this look is a 10 out of 10. It would have been an 11 out of 10 with 20 minutes of steaming.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Oh, and if you're not nice, they give you sun chips for your birthday.
Okay. She looks fantastic. Who's next? Susie Tootsarella.
It's giving me like understudy to Morgan Le Fay in Camelot. You're a theater girl. It's not giving me quilting. It's giving me patterned wagon performer out of Hunchback of Notre Dame.
Wagon performer? Wagon wheel 1 2 seat.
You know all the words.
I don't know if you can hear me. Is the quilting
I know all
even
the dance
there?
moves.
There's no quilting.
Yeah, there's no quilting. It definitely there's no quilting to it. I understand that this is a really nice, impactful look for her if you're comparing all of her looks up against each other this whole
for
season. This makeup, I feel like, I don't know if
nice for her.
This is her taking a note from one of the judges, but she definitely switched up the nose contour. I feel like her lips got a little bit more oomph to them. I don't get the quilted moment. I understand that there's like different panels of velvet mosaically put together. But I don't really understand it gives me a little bit Ren Fair. I don't think that she's wearing an earring, and that's my biggest issue with it. But I respect that she looks softer.
What's the one glove? Oh, I'm gonna wear a bracelet on this arm, glove on this one.
This is cool though, like the velvet, black velvet, like coming up. It reminds me of very Renaissance.
Yeah, there's no quilting. This looks like a kite.
Yeah.
Like she like sewed it in different spots. It's very like Bad Girl, Joseph and the Amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat.
Yeah, this is what I was talking about. Like, if they want to sort of give you a high, she looks great. There's no quilting really involved. But if they want to give you praise, they will.
Just want to praise you.
They're not gonna read.
I don't want to praise her.
Take the. She does look beautiful. I thought she looked like Sandra Bullock in Miss Congeniality. I thought she looked so gorgeous.
During the credits.
And I'm so glad that she's not Betty Boopsing around this week and showing us that she could just be a gorgeous young, model that she is.
Talking to you.
Young. I don't know about
Who's
that.
next? Sham Star.
Yes, Sam Starr is next, and Courtney.
What?
Victor?
Courtney, take your break. It's very
What?
well. Courtney did this kind of.
She did. I mean,
Courtney, take your break.
it's inevitable that things will kind of be repeated on Drag Race.
This looks like the headpiece. I just feels like it needs more hair, and it's really glued down to that forehead in a specific spot, which I feel like closes off her face a little bit. But otherwise, the pillow would have been like too far back, I think. The mug is beautiful.
Love that
The
mug.
dress is beautiful too, and it's hard to see the quilt details. It would have been great if the quilting thread was white instead of navy, and then I think it would have read Quiltiana maybe in the top. Because there's a lot of work in this. So let's see the work and the quilting. Just put in a white thread instead of navy, and we would have seen it so clearly on the runway. You need contrast on the runway for your outfit to appear.
Yeah, I mean, this is such a smart way to take quilted. The sleeping bag gown, I think, is gorgeous.
Did you think she was going to have a reveal and have a quilted bikini under it? I was smelling a reveal.
You wanted Courtney to come down the runway.
Or-
She's in a bikini, right?
If she unzipped it and then Courtney
She
was
did.
under there and it said Justice for Kaleidoscope.
Okay.
But I do love the
What?
zipper,
No.
like costumey sizing of the zipper. I feel like this wig, I watched her take it off and untucked and put it back on. And I'm like, how the was this wig even created? I love that we can actually tell that she's like laying back, and it's so hard to do that against white with blonde hair. I thought that was a success. The teddy bear accessory is a success. I love how tiny her face looks. Of course, I would appreciate a different hairline on this, but it's such a
Page and go wig or go home.
literally girls.
James.
Retire. If you have the $800 for a wig, for a rhinestone wig, think about putting like 500 of that to a custom hairline, and I think you will just understand how much more impactful that is than some E6000 on some synthetic hair. I love this reference though, and I loved how she made quilt a theme, not just like an actual.
Something that she did. This is
Detail.
themed quilting. It's quilting from the top to the bottom. She's quilted. Try to describe her without using the word quilted.
Right. And then it has the surprise of I woke up like this on the back. So it's playful.
Oh, is that on it?
What's on the back?
This could stand alone, not
Wow.
just in a quilted
Oh.
runway.
You're
she
right.
could walk this on, anywhere, and it would still be like entertaining and whimsical, and you would get what is going on. Loved
I
it.
love how this embroidery of the I woke up like this is definitely an embroidery you would see on a pillow.
It's
not
stoned.
Comic Sans. It's not some random font.
Comic
It makes
Sans.
sense for like a hotel embroidered pillow.
Yeah, she's not up there trying to make people read wingdings.
Mm-hmm.
This is stoned font mama, all caps. Now, in case you forgot who's next, it's Acacia forgot. And this
Yes.
is giving me tapestry. It's hard to see the quilting, but it is quilted. I just wish the pattern was like a bigger scale. And the hairpiece is crocheting. It's not quilted. A crochet and a knit is not a quilt.
I do love that detail of the doilies on
Me
her
too.
beehive. I thought that looked really gorgeous.
Yeah, what
But-
about this pump?
These colors are just really hard to read as impactful drag down the RuPaul's Drag Race runway stage. And her legs
Yeah.
look like they do not belong to her, in my opinion. And maybe it's just the contrast of all these pastels. I'm not sure what she's holding in her picnic box
Hopefully a cloak.
or sewing box. But I can tell there's a lot of detail that goes into all these different colored fabrics that are in it. It's just really hard for the eye to read on Drag Race.
This matte leg with several lines of salt water or sweat at the knee and the ankle. I just sent a picture through to the group. It looks like she sweated in her tights and was wearing an ankle strap with it. I just shot something at a salt lake in Australia. So when salt hits something, it changes the color. Even if you sweat through it, the salt and the sodium in that can give you like a different fade color on the tights. You see it in that picture?
Is it like when you do the cutoff tights and they hit around the calf ankle area?
It could also be that, but it's either what I said or what you said, but it's something and it's reading. It's also like when the girls do the boxer brief shorts with the pads and then you can see it above the knee sometimes.
Yeah.
This tight color also is...
That's a black woman's legs.
It's no matchy, for sure. Because look at the mug and look at the leg.
Don't you see it, though? She, like, matched her
We're not allowed to see
contour.
it. You can see it, though.
Those legs are borrowed.
Those legs are going to the Million Man March, and the face is going to the inauguration.
1,000. Yes.
Jesus Christ.
But she looks nice.
She looks
it's playful.
She looks beautiful. I love the sort of line and silhouette of this whole thing. I think it's great. I think there's certain things about her makeup that I'm looking forward to seeing like sort of evolve. Go ahead.
No, here's what it is. You need a little bit of space between your blush and your eye. Just a little bit to keep that highlight going, to keep the eye traveling out instead of up with that. Like if you
Some of the girls do this though.
Just a
Some of the
little.
girls put the blush here now.
I understand it. Last week I tried to like be a little bit more like current with the blush placement, and I understand like wanting to try it out. I don't think it's for everyone. It was not for me last week, but I do think that Acacia's makeup here looks way better than it has looked earlier on in the season. It looks a little less neon. It looks more blended and a little further out.
She looks very pretty today, and it's called blush, not war paint. You know?
Okay.
Yeah, but it's a gorgeous look to work at like the entrance of Mrs. Fields. That's what this gives me.
Yeah, definitely entrance.
Next up is Anya Last Nerve.
Apparently, you could see the quilting details more apparent in person. I love this look. The quilting is beautiful the way it travels down the body. The hair and the makeup and the wrap is
Drag,
mama. This is the kind of stuff that makes its way into fan art because look at that. That's so beautiful.
This is definitely a Chad Sell, waiting to happen.
Fully.
Sure.
No notes. I mean, not to gloss over on her, but like she did everything right. The bottom could be bigger, just a little. Just like more mermaid.
Yeah, the bottom, I can totally see that.
And then if that trained out the quilted part, like as the back, that would be sickening. But like, this is great.
All these colors together next to the black velvet that soaks up all the dark, makes everything pop so well. I feel like the head wrap sitting just those like few centimeters behind her hairline just like make everything just read so much more feminine and so much more like elevated. If she had the wrap covering like right here, we would be like, okay, back that shit up.
Yeah.
I think that she is wearing her entrance hair, but with like another afro added on top of it. And I just loved that she like knew she needed the volume on the top to read even more column-y on the bottom. And I just love a that looks like a column.
Like Juju could lip sync to this right now.
Black Velvet, if you please.
Yes.
I mean, this is Mississippi in the middle of
a dry spell.
Yes. But it's not dry at all. It looks well moisturized. She's got Palmer's on or something.
I love these eyebrows that she does. Like the eyebrow shape, first of all, goes like this. And then she does the little like strike throughs.
Yeah.
She's cool. She has a lot of cool stuff going on.
I
Huge hair. Thank you.
who
Like
put on
just
some
like
hair.
huge unbridled like ecstasy of hair. It brings
will
me
be
drag
ecstasy.
joy. Love it. Love it. Love it. Lexi Love is next.
Lexi Love is giving me Aria Crystal doll because Aria did a bucket hat in crystal that was very sickening and similar to this. The netting over the face, the crystals everywhere. She has crystals in every single juncture of that quilting. And then just like the cascade of jewels on the boot. And then the one big cuff that you're like, oh, is that a muff? Oh, wait, her one arm has, I'm in love. There's so much to look at everywhere the eye goes. And it's quilted. And she made sure you know it's quilted by putting stones. I have no words. Someone take over.
This makes me feel like how I would feel when I saw like Raja on season 3. And it's just like, you're just like, like, how is this even possible? I've never seen a hat like this in my entire life. And I'm sure it's a reference to a fashion runway thing, but
Aria.
it's cunt and it's sickening and I'm obsessed and I love it.
Yeah, no, it's gorgeous. It really is gorgeous. I think that she saved. I feel like this was a look that she was like low key planning on, and then like added the black train bustle moment. And I really like it. I feel like when I think of like quilted, I always think of like I think either white or black, honestly. And I think that is just like the trickle down of like the like Carl at Chanel,
yeah.
like
The quilting. Classic. That's the most famous quilting reference there is the Chanel handbag.
Quilting just, it gives me Chanel. And she's actually another that could have just done a Chanel handbag and a fierce look, and I would have been totally happy.
I could see you in this, too. Like, this is good.
It's gorgeous.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous. She looks
I love
tall. I actually would have loved to have seen
Love it.
Gia Gunn's entrance look for this category.
Oh, with the hula hoop purse?
With the hula hoop purse.
Which is another Chanel reference.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, hers wasn't Chanel, but...
What privilege.
It's drag.
Fresh off the boat, like fresh tilapia.
Picture it. You sign up for a digital service or account on your phone with just a few mindless taps, and then you forget about it after the trial period ends. Then you're charged month after month after month.
Oh, I hate that. That sounds like a nightmare, right? Well, we've all done it.
It's true. The subscriptions are there, but you're not even using them. In fact, I just learned that 85% of people have at least one paid subscription going unused each month.
Rocket Money is a personal finance app that helps find and cancel your unwanted subscription, monitors your spending, and helps lower your bills so you can grow your savings.
With Rocket Money, you can see all of your subscriptions in one place, cancel the ones you're not using anymore, and know exactly where your money is going.
Rocket Money's dashboard gives you a clear view of your expenses across all of your accounts. You can easily create a personalized budget with custom categories to help keep your spending on track and see your monthly spending trend.
You can also get alerts if bills increase in price, there's unusual spending activity, or if you're close to going over budget. Plus, the new goals feature automatically saves money for you, so you don't even have to think about it.
Pay off credit card debt, put money away for a house, or just build your savings. Rocket Money makes it easy.
We love it. Rocket Money will even try to negotiate lower bills for you. They automatically scan your bills to find opportunities to save. Then you can ask them to negotiate for you. They'll deal with customer service so you don't have to.
Rocket Money has over 5 million users, including me, and has saved a total of $500 million in canceled subscriptions, saving members up to $740 a year when using all the app's premium features.
Cancel your unwanted subscriptions and reach your financial goals faster with Rocket Money.
Go to rocketmoney.com/drag today.
That's rocketmoney.com/drag. rocketmoney.com/drag.
Next up, we have Corey King coming to the runway in her version of quilting.
Now, let's talk about the fact that they were reading her for the back of the breastplate. Mama, the back doesn't matter. Who cares?
The front is
If-
cunt.
If the front is cunt, the back does not matter. And that, you can put that on a t-shirt.
No, if the front
listen.
is cunt, you wear long hair.
Okay. But like the fact that they are making an issue about the back of the breastplate, we know very, very well that when they zoom in on something in the back, that means that the writing is on the wall.
If she had Anya Nerve's hair on
Mm-hmm.
with this style head, this would be a shoot for me if she had some hair on. But her hair, your updo should never be the size of your hair. It needs to be wider than your cheekbones. Look at this hair on me. Look at how beautiful I look. If she had some hair to balance out all this shoulder and hip, it would be a different story. But she doesn't. And she's giving just off the shoulder quilted lady marmalade can girl for me. I need some hair on this, and then I would have loved it so much more. Because the mug, correct. This necklace, hideous, but willing to overlook it if she put on some hair. The quilting, sure, it's there. The train, quilted, but needs a bustle under it to give it a butt and some. This needed like 5 more minutes with a fashion, and we could have turned her out. Because she's given 85% here. If she had given 130 with that hair, oh baby.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, no,
I'm glad they made her dance this week.
the first thought was, oh my God, her tits look fantastic from the front, and definitely needed some bigger hair. I also just want her to like have a bigger forehead.
Yeah, yank that back a little bit.
Like, she's bald. When you're bald, you can put your wig anywhere.
Yeah.
So might as well put it in the most ideal spot. I think that this is actually a different wig than the wig she ended up wearing for the lip sync. Because this wig, I think, was like styled to be like a bun. And the one that she wore for the lip sync was like styled to be the braid wraparound. Like, they're definitely the same stylist, did both of them.
She switched it up though.
But like,
You caught
even when
that.
it had that braid, it had more volume than this like, what's the,
Chignon.
no, what's that? Ooh, I always have this reference for like these teeny little drag hats. It's like that
Pillbox?
Aladdin's
fez?
friend.
Oh, the monkey Apu.
A fez.
Apu. These like Apu hats. I hate the Apu hats. It has to like make sense with the look. And even a big hat I would have been okay with, but not
that.
not this.
I hate when a girl wants to whip around her wig and she has to hold it while she does it. Like that moment in the lip sync with the braid, I was like, you should be confident to do that hair whip hands free. Look.
They were nice to her though. They cut around it. They
Yeah.
definitely cut around it.
I love this hair.
Well, this has
that
been
all the girls?
the
That's it?
runway.
Damn.
Now, girls,
Really?
I have to ask, who's your favorite salute of the week and who is your biggest dispute of the week?
I have a tie.
A tie.
A tie.
For which one?
A
Just for
tie.
your salute.
My salute is a tie. It's Crystal Envy along with Lexi Love. But for hair, Lana Geray. Because I love Lana's hair. Who's your top salute of the week?
My top salute of the week is going to be Sam Starr. As much as I love Crystal Envy's, I just love that there's more of a story to tell with Sam Starr's.
Yeah, but the story was underneath. She got a zipper and you ain't gonna unzip it? That's edging.
The teddy bear that she's laying down, like all these details. What
Yeah,
about-
she did do really well.
What about you, Miss Alaska?
My top salute of the week is Miss Lexianka Love. I just love what she's doing. She looks so cool and she's so good at drag. Now, who is our biggest dispute? This is kind of hard.
Because my second salute would probably be Joella. So she can't be my dispute.
My dispute of the week is Julia Schlepper.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, like, what are you doing? What are these furry Muppet tits? But also, Joella. Joella, just because Rue's nose contour is wrong. Like, if you're gonna have a picture of her, it should be like cunt. And that Rue was not cunt.
I feel like if she's an LA girl, she probably got scarred by an airbrush artist who the queen's over last minute.
My biggest dispute of the week, since we're going off the girls, is probably RuPaul. I think RuPaul looks beautiful, and she is beautiful, and she deserves everything beautiful in life. And I love her shoes. I can't get behind this dress, and I don't think it's lined either.
Yeah.
You're really giving away that all winners crown, aren't you, girl?
Mama, call me. Amber, I'll give you the digits. Call me. Thank you so much, Naomi Smalls, for joining us this week for the Runway Rundown.
Thank you so much for having me. I feel quilted and seamed from head to toe. And I can't wait to get into the queens next week to see what these girls are wearing.
Yes, and you'll be joining us each week on the pod for season 17. And the Runway Rundown is available in full on the Mom Podcast YouTube channel every Wednesday.
And as always, our full audio podcast is available anywhere you can listen to podcasts for free. So don't complain. And on our Patreon, Mom Plus Gold, you can get all of this content ad-free, uncensored, including full episodes of this video podcast, Race Chasing Moms. See you next week. Aww. Quilted.
See you next week, Naomi.
See you next week, girl.
Thanks for turning up the gain.
I don't need these chumps.
I don't need these chumps.